Across the country, First Nations are dealing with the repercussions of the opioid crisis. A report by the First Nations Authority in BC found that First Nations people died from toxic drugs 6 times more often than non-Indigenous people in the first half of 2023. There are impacts related to drug use, like increased crime, violence, and mental health issues that hurt communities. And that's why Fort McMurray 468 First Nation in northern Alberta is working hard to combat drugs before they reach a crisis level, even if that means banning people from the community.
Crime has increased. There's more vehicle thefts, there's more home break-ins and theft to support addiction, right?
The Nation first posted a list of people who were banned from the community back in February. Now there are more than 20 names on that list, many of whom were found to be involved in or supporting the drug trade. To ban them, they're using something called a BCR, or Banned Council Resolution. A BCR is similar to a decision made by a municipal council and gives leaders the power to prevent people from living on or accessing the First Nations land.
It's the power of council.
In order to decide whether a BCR is needed, Council uses a mix of community complaints and information provided by the RCMP.
We're taking a really hard stand on it, and we're doing that before it escalates to any kind of gun violence or anything that's happening kind of in some of our neighboring nations.
Now, BCRs aren't enforceable by the RCMP, but the police are working with the band to uphold them.
So if they want to, for example, evict someone, then we fully support the First Nations, and we'll do what we can to assist. And if that means that we keep the peace while these BCRs are being implemented or executed, we will be there to assist.
The RCMP and First Nation have been working together for several years, trying to increase the police presence in the community. They're working to open an RCMP office in Fort McMurray 468 First Nation that the RCMP would be able to use.
So people can build trust with them and build that relationship with them and feel comfortable to go to them.
The First Nation is also trying to support members before the RCMP need to be involved. Leadership say they reach out to people in active addiction and offer them help before a ban is placed. They have programs to provide rehabilitation, mental health support, child care, cultural activities, or addictions programs.
Now we're in a position now where we can have a harsh approach to those who don't want to change and are abusing the system here within our nation. But we also have a good amount of tools to support those individuals who want to change their lives.
And people who are banned from the nation aren't necessarily locked out forever. If they're able to rehabilitate and heal, Council can approve their return on a case-by-case basis. Jamie Malbuff, CBC News, Fort McMurray.